Joseph Pizza, welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishi Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Woman says more often than not, women will argue with their emotions so that they're always right. But what do you think? No more wasting time. Let's get it.
I'm going to say it because men can't. More often than not, women will argue with their emotions so that they're always right. Not all the time, but more often than not, women will argue with their feelings so that they're always right. Because no matter what, your feelings are valid. Period. That's the full sentence. But now if we're having a conversation, I tell you, you weren't supposed to feel that way. Even if I didn't mean to make you feel that way, if I tell you that your feelings are dumb, now I'm gaslighting you. But the only person that can validate those feelings is you. And I have to accept how you feel. Period. But then if I try and introduce logic to the situation, then I'm missing the point. Okay. As a man, if you try and argue your feelings, then you're okay. So now there's no conversation to be had. It's just, you made me feel this way, apologize, and let's get over it.
Wow. This woman is speaking facts. And I'm not surprised. Why? Because I've actually posted about her on this channel before. And she was speaking facts then. Obviously somebody who loves coffee.
I love everything about coffee. It is one of my favorite things in life.
But I didn't get to get off nothing about how I felt or how I feel about the situation or what I thought. And this is coming from a woman that processes her emotions and feelings in private and argues with logic and unbiased worldview opinions in public. So I'm just trying to figure out when do y'all accept or try and hear the other point of view? That's all I want to know. I'm just curious.
How about never? How about we're just delusional? How about you can't make this shit up?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Nah, man, but this is true. This is so true. There are plenty of times where you'll be having a conversation with a woman. I know you guys have had this experience. If you spent any amount of time with a woman, dated a woman, any woman at all, you've dealt with this. A conversation becomes emotional instead of the logic that it started out on, right? It becomes about that woman's feelings. It becomes about the way you said something. Oh, well, I didn't like how you said that. She was wrong, right? You reprimanded her and she's, oh, well, you need to be nicer. Now the conversation is no longer about the truth that will literally make this world a better place, but it's about the way you said it. There are people who are out here, let's be specific, there are a lot of women out here who live like this. Could change their lives and be better, do better, but they just didn't like how that advice was said. Imagine that you decide not to take accountability, because accountability, drinking coffee is healthy.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
It's good for you, right? You learn, you grow, you admit when you need help, you admit when you're wrong, and you grow. But imagine not growing. Imagine just getting worse over time, all because I didn't like the way that person said what they said, or you're wrong because you didn't validate my feelings, right? As always, man, let's check out these comments. Let's see what the people have to say. First comment here from a gentleman says, feelings are valid. What you do with those feelings are not always valid. Another comment here says, when emotion is high, logic is low. Very, very true. True. Another comment here says, nah, I really believe some of them know all of these things. They just don't care enough. That's facts, man. Two ways you can really make sure you combat the type of woman who uses feelings to manipulate a situation so that now she's avoiding accountability. Number one is never allow a woman to do that. Never allow a woman to use emotions to now change the focus of the discussion or argument that you're having. Never allow the conversation to switch from a logical one to an emotional argument, because you can't argue feelings. You can't argue how someone else feels, but you can always discuss the logics and the facts, the data. The second way is to maintain frame, because I know a bunch of guys out there who think to themselves, well, I don't want to cater to a woman's propensity to be emotional, but you have to. I mean, you don't have to, but you have to. If you want some peace in your life, you have to. What do I mean? Well, I mean, avoid giving any woman the opportunity to say, Oh, look at you. You're emotional, so now I'm going to focus on that emotion. You got to maintain frame, right? This is the difference between being in a discussion or argument with a chick and you stating your disagreement, addressing the disrespect in a non-emotional way, not yelling, not throwing a tantrum, and doing that all on purpose to maintain frame, because you know the moment you allow your emotions as a man to take over you, that becomes the focus of the discussion argument. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to fall out of frame. You want to stay centered and you want to remain stoic. Another comment here from another gentleman says, bro, a shorty literally said, your feelings are invalid because I brought up how I felt. He goes on to say, had to let her go. Yeah. As a man, you don't have that privilege. You don't even try. Don't even try, bro. Don't even try. You don't have the privilege of telling a woman, well, I feel that. Imagine you did that shit. Imagine how that would play out. You just do not have that privilege to be like, I didn't like the way you said that, and to start crying and, you know, you're really yelling at me right now. Could you just calm down? Nah, it's just the reality, man. It's just what it is. Now the comment here says, women most likely are ready to listen and repair or work after it's too late. Very true. After that glorious wall. Now the comment here says, when I bring up something that I don't like that I've seen repeatedly, I tell her the patterns. She says I need to stop bringing up the past. Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah, if the mistakes keep on getting made, then of course we're going to bring up the repeated offenses. Another chick here says, I find bringing up how something made me feel gets turned into, well, you do this, which is true. But can we address my issue since that's how? I think it got cut off there. But yeah, that's true. Once it starts turning into how you made me feel and it starts being too much about feelings, well then, you know, the guy plays that game and say, hey, sometimes you make me feel this way. And it distracts from the main problem. Another commenter here says, or having to preface the argument with the explanation so they don't think we just don't care about feelings. That's hilarious. But as always, guys, what do you think? Right? I'm curious. Comment down below. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.